Hey everybody, it's Ronnie George. I'm the broker of the George Group, and if you're here on this page, it's because you're interested in learning about our mentorship program. So I'm going to talk about it for a few minutes, but if you want to skip the video, you can just go ahead and browse all the information below. It's going to give you a complete breakdown of everything that is included in the mentorship program, including the splits that we offer and expectations that you can have along the way through the program. So just to give you a brief explanation of why I even created this mentorship program, I want to dive back into when I started back in real estate about 14 years ago when I was 18 years old. I went into this with an amazing broker, but they did an old school method of advertising and approach to selling real estate. It was pretty much they just advertised everywhere and hoped something stuck. They didn't really have a way to gauge if their ROI was doing well or what advertising was working and things like that. They didn't really know how to actively bring in buyers and get listings and things like that. It was kind of just a, sink or swim approach. And over the years, I've really realized that a lot of brokerages still have that same mindset that they don't really care necessarily. Maybe care is a harsh word, but they don't really care about if you succeed or not. And when I built the George Group, I wanted to come from a way that was really agent focused, that only focused on how I can provide as much value to an agent as possible and provide those resources that I knew were going to set agents that were good and naturally going to excel. I wanted to set them up for success. I didn't want them to come into a situation where they had to figure it all out, especially if I spent all these years figuring it out myself. So I hope that kind of makes sense, but that's just kind of a background of why I created the George Group and now creating this mentorship program for those of you who are either brand new agents or even existing agents that just want a little guidance along the way. So what the mentorship program is essentially when you join it, it's going to be a 6-month program to where you're going to be evaluated by top performing agents with the George Group. Excuse me, they are going to be there to help you and guide you and answer questions all along the way. They're also going to be providing you with leads as well as clients and different referrals to actually work through along the way, so you'll actually be getting business. So when you go in, it will be a 60-40 split, meaning that 60% is going to go in your pocket for every closing that you actually do, and 40% is going to go towards the brokerage and that actual mentor that you're going to be working with. So this mentor does have a vested interest in your success, so we have to find a way that actually compensates them for their time, because again, they are top producers. So every sale that you close, a portion of those proceeds that would go towards the George Group is actually going to go to compensate your mentor. So that way, the best way to do this is to not provide you any monthly expenses. There's a lot of other brokerages and programs out there that'll charge you $500 or $1,000 for monthly reoccurring, coaching. But with this model, you have zero upfront costs, you have zero monthly expenses, and you don't owe anything additional. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. So you get to go through this mentorship program, you get to be taught by one of the best in our brokerage and be able to have low expenses throughout the entire way through. So I hope that at least gives you a detailed understanding of what's all involved. Go ahead and check out the information below. And if you're interested in learning more or setting up a time to talk to me directly or one of our actual mentors, go ahead and submit your information and we'll reach out to you and see if you're a good fit for the mentorship program. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a good day.